What the hell? Why is the power line like this? We are doing another interesting one today. It's a short conduit pole. The tub is down there behind these houses. Not sure if we can see it. Probably close to that pickup truck over there. And from there, we're coming to this pedestal here. The weird thing is that the house is not attached to the pedestal. So I have to dig from here across to the house there. So should be pretty quick and easy. It's just dirt, not too big a deal. So I'm going to get everything I need ready and prepped. And then I'm probably going to start with the pole, get the fiber to here, and then I can worry about the dig and just leave that side done. So stay tuned, and yeah, should be fun. And here we are. This is the tub. Okay, quite the mess we're looking at here. Of course, someone ran fiber just right through the middle of this bundle. Fun, fun, fun. So, we are looking at this conduit right here. Every other one has a fiber drop. That's fiber, that's fiber, that's fiber. So I think this is going to be ours here. I'm going to give it a test pull to double check. So BRB, kind of see what it looks like here. I'm going to go give it a quick pull. I already have confirmed this, but I want to check again. The customer is not using the copper in any manner. So I'm going to pull it out. Well, I can already tell that's it because how tight it is. Yeah, easy peasy. Alrighty. Yeah, we're ready to go. I'm just going to get this tracer. I think I'll put it here under the lid there. Should spool freely there. I think we're free and clear mainly. Everything else is like tangled all up in there, but alrighty. Let's give her. Alrighty. Interesting. We're stuck. I assume it's right at the lip. There we go. Oh, look at all that water. Damn. You guys see that? Oh, it stinks. It's like stagnant water. Gross. Gonna have to swap my gloves out. Oh, if you guys could smell this. It smells like sewage water. Oh, why did my tracer fell out? That's not good. Okay. So it's a short pull. I'm just pulling the fiber back to attach the tracer again. It actually got cut up on the spool here. It was my bad, I positioned it wrong. Okay, should be good there. So Okay, in theory that should work, so I'm gonna go back and pull it. So pulling it back for the second time now, or third rather. It's going pretty smooth. I can feel the tracer kind of, like it didn't snag up, so I think we're good on that end. Sweet. We're through, and the tracer should be coming up. There it is. Beauty. Okay, so I'm gonna start the dig and gonna see how that goes, but should be pretty smooth. I have to intercept this conduit. I'm gonna change my gloves. Okay, so far I've been trying to dig down to try to intercept the elbow because I wanted to pretty much continue on the pipe from there. But as it stands, it looks like it's pretty deep. Probably maybe could be even 2, 3, 4 feet deep with all the utilities. So at this point I'm considering maybe just putting my standpipe beside it and then kind of transitioning into it. It's not really ideal, to be honest, especially since it's not like up on the actual pedestal. So yeah, just kind of running through my options right now, because if it was coming up here like this one, then I could just put mine alongside it and then kind of loop back in, which still isn't ideal, but yeah, let's see where we get to. Okay, so at this point I think I've determined what I'm going to do. I'm going to excavate a bit more around this, and I'm going to cut it down as low as I can, and then I'm going to feed my microduct into it. I really want to get down to the elbow, but I'm like 1.5 feet down right now, and still nothing. The utilities are coming up here. We have the power here. I'm not sure what that is, a ground or something. What the hell? Why is the power line like this? This is hilarious. All right, well, if that's the case, I'm just probably gonna end up burying all of it. At least now I can get under the power. damn man, for such a short dig, definitely giving me some trouble, but I'm getting through. The trench is just about done. I have it down to the depth that I want, and I found some fun stuff while digging, so I'm sure you guys will see that in the time-lapse portion, but here's a look. So I started from there, trying to figure out how deep that conduit was so that I can tap into the elbow, but it looks like I'm just gonna have to go a couple inches up from the downward there where I dug and tap in and sleeve my microduct in, which is completely fine. This tech cable that is the power, I assumed was down a couple feet, but as soon as I started digging, it just came to the surface. It was only like maybe I don't know, a foot deep there, and then it came up here. So after I lay my microduct into the trench, I'm gonna place the tech cable above. I'm also gonna bury this coax cable that was loose on the ground and the ground wire as well. So I'm trying to fix all the utilities all at once. I have a hole there for my elbow and my standpipe that's gonna go right there on the wall. And I'm at about 9 inches deep. That's kind of like my go-to butter zone. And I did it by eye. I'm gonna bring the measuring tape just now and try to get a measure on it, but looking good. So now I'm just gonna measure the trench, make sure I'm at the depth that I want. Sorry, I'm almost sweaty. And then I'm gonna grab my microduct, start sleeving it and laying it in. And yeah, the hard part's done. So let's get at it. If you made it this far and you like this type of content, make sure you drop a sub. I'm having a giveaway going on right now, and it's for Milwaukee M12 impact driver set fuel, and the winner will be announced likely this coming week. Stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for the rest of this video. Hope you enjoy. Give you guys an idea of the depth here. So this is just over a foot deep here, and I'm going to cut it down probably around there, just a couple inches above, and that's where I'm going to slide my microduct into. Right here, I'm gonna scotch lock the tracer wire together so that it's continuous, and then yeah, I'm gonna feed it through there. Let's check the depth on my trench over here. Oh, perfect. 9 inches is what I'm looking for, so that's like just right on the money. So this is grade here, right? We're about 10 inches to ground. We'll go a little bit lower, 9.5, and we're pretty consistent all the way through. So that's kind of the butter zone, 9 to 12 inches for a hand dig. Going any deeper is kind of like overkill. There's no real point. The reason we go like over 6 inches is because of aerators, in case they aerate the ground. Doesn't look like this lawn will ever get aerated, but it's a standard for a reason, right? So let's get going. So I was going to try to use this, but then my brain didn't really think it through and realized that it's down at a pretty gnarly angle, so don't think that's going to work. I'm going to have to use my multi-tool. Let's give this baby an angle. Honestly, that's best case scenario for me. I just grazed it. Regardless, that'll get cut off, but that's good. Let's see what we do here. I'm going to cut the tracer. That tracer is going to stay out. Let me peel back the foreskin on this guy. Okay. Okay, perfect. So now, let's cut this down. We don't need it to be that deep. Sweet. Okay, now, let me take this tape off. Sweet. So now, I can feed this through. So I'm going to cut the conduit to size at this end. So it needs to go in there, and then it needs to come up the wall. Probably give it a little bit extra for the tracer. Okay, happy with that. Oh, we're out already. Sweet. Beauty. So this is going to be the awkward part, trying to get it to bend and go into here. But I have faith. Beauty. And there we go. Now just got to attach these tracers together with one of these. It's called a Scotch lock. It's used in low voltage and copper installs, mainly like DSL. Has gel in it that comes out. Beauty. I can do that. I'm going to tape that up, and then I'll get that down a little bit more. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Looks good. Okay, let me tape this up. That should be good. And the fact that it's open here doesn't really matter. It was open before. It's full of water anyways, and the tub is also has water in it, so it doesn't really. It's to protect the fiber. So, alrighty. I might take the heat gun to this to give it a bit more flexibility, but we'll see. Alrighty. And we have just enough fiber at the other end, which is great. So let me get the standpipe in, the elbow and all that, so that I can kind of finish with the drop and then clean everything up. Real showcase of my Milwaukee tools today, eh? It's interesting. I know I'm going to get some comments about the orientation of these conduits based on which way the bell end is, but I assure you the standpipe is just for protection. It doesn't have to keep water out because it's just sleeving over the microduct. Okay, I got my microduct nice and in to the depth I want. And then I find good positioning for this. So this is kind of awkward because this wood is here, but I'm going to fix this. Beauty. That's what I'm talking about. Now, get my conduit up in there. Sweet. Now the standpipe. Make sure I cut it to length. hate these awkward tight spots. So ideally I want my nib there. No, maybe a bit higher. Easier for the tech to access. I'm happy with that. So that means this conduit, which will be down there, has to be just below that cut right there. Sweet. Okay, now I can feed the drop through. Like so. And in turn sleeve through the microduct. Beauty. Make sure we're still good in position there. Looks like we're lifting up a little bit, so I can pull back a little bit. Beauty. Okay, so now I'm going to strip back the foreskin again. There's like no room to stand here. Sweet. And then I'm going to cut this around here. Careful not to cut the drop. I nicked it a bit there, but it still has to be stripped, so it's all good. May have left a little bit too much there, but should be fine. So now at this point, you want to get, I'm not sure where my other screwdriver went. My Milwaukee one. So we're going to open this up. Pop the hole through there. Actually, kind of have to cut this open wider to fit the microduct through. Like so. Perfect. Grab the end of your drop. Gonna feed it through, just like you would. Well, normally I'd strip it first, but it's a little bit different. And then as you can see, make sure you get the tracer in there as well. Beauty. I'll cut this string. Okay. Beautiful. So now that fits right there, just as we want it to. Looky looky, looking good. Screws, our saddle, liking it right there. Double check. All looks perfect. So you guys see that? Okay, so I'll put the bottom one. Make sure we're level down here. Down here might be a little different, but this is just skirting, so it's like, I don't even know if it's, we can grab onto there. Might have to anchor down here. Looking good. So this is what I was talking about, how normally this pipe would have the bell end. This bell would be facing downwards in a normal install for conduit, obviously so water doesn't get in. But again, this is just protection. It's not like waterproofing. It's open right here, so if water gets in, it just goes into the ground anyways. I know it's a common misconception, but just want to clarify that. But looking good there so far. Let me mount the box. Making good progress. Pretty much done the drop as it stands. Looks good. So I'm actually going to cut another inch or so off of this, just because I'm OCD and I don't like it being that far up. We have enough cable now. Zip tie this. And the way I do that, a little bit of surgery. Like that. And then get this. These things are really fragile, but that worked there. Time to strip. These are pretty dirty. Probably didn't cut too well. These blades are pretty bad. Okay, so we have the drop done on this end at least. We have the microduct in, elbow standpipe, it's leveled, box is leveled, drop is placed. We have our tracer here and we have the microduct zip tied. They want to see it coming up like an inch or whatever kind of measurement they want, but I usually bring it up right to the top of this just so I can zip tie it well. If you don't do this and just kind of leave it loose, it pops out here, like it like pushes this out, which is obviously no good. And yeah, so for now this portion's done. I'm actually pretty happy with how it turned out. I'm gonna lay a little bit of dirt, and then I was gonna lay this tape on top of this, but I'm probably gonna lay all these extra cables that were just like directly buried but shallow. They were like less than a couple inches deep, so super weird. This tech cable kind of goes up into the corner there, so I'll see what I do there. I don't want to waste too much time trying to bury that perfectly. It was already like this, but I will do my best to make it look good. Okay, we're back at the tub side now. Just got to finish this up and we're pretty much done at the other end. I'm gonna go number 28. We're 7509 and we're going into port 7, it seems. Sweet. So let me cut the tracer, give it a little spin around the wheel. This job has been interesting. Definitely a lot more challenging than I anticipated, but we still got it done. It looks good. I'm pretty happy with it, so I guess that's all that matters. The transition from the conduit that was there into the microduct wasn't ideal, not really my favorite, but it still works. It's still good. It'll still pass quality control, all that. I just you guys know me, bit of a perfectionist, so we're going 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. You guys probably can't see that, but down there there's a red tag that reads 593 to 600, and that's the fiber count, pretty much telling you which ports are live and which are dead. So this is an 8-port NAP, and usually, especially in this area, 7 and 8 are dead. So I wanted to double check and make sure that they're going to be in service. If not, I have to put a capacity add in, call back office. So the count is 93 to 600. So that would be 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and 600. That means all 8 ports are active. Just as a little tidbit, so you guys know how to read a fiber count. It comes in clutch sometimes when you're trying to find a live port. Sweet. Beautiful. So yeah, that's pretty much done here. Just gonna take some pictures. Gotta get this mess back in there, but gonna give you guys a last look over at the house side. Okay, so this is the nib side done. We have everything written that we need to. This isn't really the prettiest. I assume the tech is going to rip all this down because it's all useless, but it's also unlikely that they'll do that. So this is all done here with a nice, everything ready to go. Everything is backfilled and leveled for the most part. The ground is a little weird. There was a lot of rocks that I pulled out and I didn't really want to put back in. So I've been doing my best to keep everything looking nice. My goal is usually to make it look like I was never here, or maybe someone just did a little bit of gardening, but overall we're looking pretty good and I'm satisfied. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and make sure to like and comment, drop that sub, and tune in next time. Oh, and join the Discord.